how you can make an extra $2,500 a month on a part-time basis working for Amazon Flex. There's a massive need for delivery drivers, and in Amazon Flex, you can actually use your own vehicle and deliver packages and start making great money today. Take advantage of this opportunity right now. I'm going to break down how much you can make running this side hustle. My name's Nate Jones. I create videos on how to start businesses, how to grow businesses. I evaluate businesses for sale. So if you like ways in which you can make more money, that's what I bring to you every single day. So go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Let's dive into this. I'm going to first talk about how much does it cost to start this side hustle. Well, the nice thing about this side hustle, it doesn't cost you anything. As long as you own a car and the car is approved by Amazon Flex, which is a sedan or a vehicle that can literally kind of hold packages. As long as it's approved by Amazon Flex and you have a valid driver's license, this is really not going to really cost you anything out of pocket. It's only going to cost you your gas and your time. So let's evaluate how much we can make. I put in here, you can make about $25 to $50 an hour, maybe even more than $50 on certain days and certain availability. So how Amazon Flex pays is based on the time block that they provide out that's available. It will tell you how much it's going to pay you for that 3, 4, or 5 hour shift of delivering packages. Now, depending on the time in the day, that time block may pay you way more than another time block. So if there's a massive need, let's say for packages to be delivered at 6 a.m. and nobody's really doing it, they're going to continue to raise the price until somebody grabs that time block. So depending on the time block that you have and the amount of time that it actually takes you to deliver packages will depend on how much you're making per hour. But I put in here an average of, hey, if you want to work an extra 15 hours a week, which is about 3 hours a night outside of your normal job and some on the weekend, right? So you're working an extra 15 hours a week, $40 an hour. Let's just say you can hit $40 an hour. That puts you at $600 a week, $2,400 a month, $29,000 a year. So you can make almost $2,400 to $2,500 a month extra to help you pay off those loans, help you make more extra money. And I'm going to talk about the secret of this side hustle and really what you can kind of maximize what you can make and help you develop another side hustle in which you can make even more money here in a second. So stay tuned. So what's our cash flow? If we make $2,400 to $2,500 a month, we're probably going to spend anywhere from $200 to $400 in gas. So that puts us at a profit of $2,000 to $2,200. Very good. The nice thing about this business or this kind of side hustle is that you can work at your own time. Amazon Flex allows you to kind of pick your hours. You don't have to, now if you do pick a time block, you are committed to that time block. But let's say you don't want to work at 6 a.m. in the morning. You're a late person, so you'd rather work at 7 to 11 p.m. It does not matter. You can pick the time that you want to work, which is really nice. Kind of this kind of gig side hustle type stuff is you can really pick when you want to work. So if you're not feeling it that day or you're sick, you don't have to call in. You just don't log into the app and you just don't make money that night. But the nice thing is you can work at your own pace. If you get a little burnout, you can take some time off. The nice thing is also this is always going to be needed. Packages are blowing up. People are not going out to the malls anymore. They're buying their necessities and they're getting delivered because it's almost the same price. And instead of going out and fighting the crowds, they are buying online. So this is always going to be around and you can really work at maximizing what you're making per hour with this side hustle. Now, what I'm going to tell you next is something that a lot of people will not tell you in the side hustle area. They're going to talk about how great this side hustle is. They're going to talk about how much you can make and maximize this. I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is you need to use this side hustle to start another side hustle. Use the money, the capital that you make from this side hustle and start another side hustle that doesn't take your time. So many people talk about side hustles. You can make this, blah, 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 but it all eats your time. Time is the most valuable asset you have. So if you just spend all your time working, you're never going to actually be able to enjoy life. Don't you want to enjoy life? Don't you want to have the good life, the freedom, the time to be able to go vacation while you still make money? Because if you don't work, you don't make money in this business. So if you want to go take a vacation, well, daggone, you just lost all the money you could have made that week. So you want to morph this side hustle into another side hustle. So what are some other side hustles? I'm going to give you 5 more in which you can start from the money that you make from this side hustle. I'm not telling you to go make this money from this side hustle and go blow it. That's stupid. Why are you doing that? Don't go blow the money. Invest in another side hustle in which you can eventually not have to trade your time for money. That your money actually gives you more time because you have the freedom to go spend it on things that you want to do. Okay? So first thing is buy a rental property. If you can save up around $20,000 or $29,000 from working on this side hustle for a year, that is enough for a down payment on a rental property that's pretty inexpensive. I don't know where you're from. Maybe you might have to buy one in another state, but $29,000 is probably buys you around $100,000 to $200,000 of a rental property. Okay, so if you can buy a rental property and you rent that property out and it pays you more than what the mortgage is, then you're cash flowing, you're making money, and you don't have to be there. You're making money while you sleep. Okay, the next thing is buy an Airbnb. Sometimes properties will make more money listing that property on Airbnb than renting it out on a long-term basis. There are a little bit extra things with an Airbnb. You have to make sure it's clean. You have to make sure that there's ways in which the property or the rental person can get in and out of the building. Maybe a couple other expenses for an Airbnb, but you can make a lot more money in Airbnbs than you can with traditional properties for the most part. Sometimes you can. It just depends on the location. So, the third thing is start a social media management company. Use that money to try to start other businesses that are within social media that you can work from home. If you can work from anywhere, that's the freedom. So social media management, website design, logo creation, website creation, virtual assistant company where you're hiring a virtual assistant for somebody, back office companies. There's so many different businesses you can start from home. I've reviewed them on my channel, so go check that out. The fourth thing is invest in the stock market and dividend stocks. If you can buy dividend stocks that pay you every month or every quarter, the nice thing is you're starting to make money off that money that made you. And if that stock continues to go up, I don't know, I'm not a stock market expert, but if you can invest in the stock market over time, if you invest it wisely in the right places, you can have a return on your investment, and eventually you don't have to work because your money is invested. Next thing is you could buy a car and rent it out on Turo. So Turo is a car rental app. You can actually rent your car out on Turo, and if you rent it out for more than what your car payment is, because if you have $29,000, you can potentially buy a car or two, rent it out on Turo, make an extra money there. You will have to deliver the car to the airport or to the person who's wanting to rent it, but there's a way in which you can make extra money. But sometimes some of these side hustles that require you to have a little bit of money for startup cost, okay? So I just made a video about 2 weeks ago about the top 10 side hustles that I would start going into winter. Go check that out. I've made a lot of videos on how to make extra money. If you like content that is helping you find extra ways to maximize your money, side hustles, businesses to start, opportunities to cutting edge, that's what my channel provides every single day. So go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe. Thanks.